What's up, chefs, foodies, students? Welcome to Everybody Knows. I'm Anders. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Today we are talking about the category of marine. So it's one of the big categories. Has aromas that come from plants or animals that live in either the ocean or freshwater ecosystems. And it's the idea that aquatic life carries this distinct odor of sort of like coming from the ocean. It smells like the ocean. Some of the aromas come from fish and other aquatic vertebrates, which are things that have backbones, but then otherwise they can come from shellfish or even like seabirds. This ocean flavor that we are familiar with, it's actually pretty complex. It's a bunch of different things. So like types of sulfur created by bacteria, seaweed pheromones, compounds from fish, some of the ecological and inorganic sea compounds. It all gets kind of aerosolized in ocean spray and just covers everything in the ocean. Other words that we might use for this category might be fishy, or oceany, or beach, or seaweed, or briny, or salty, even though that we know that salt is a taste, not a smell. Let us have a look at the wheel. So we are looking here at our universal aroma wheel, and we look at marine. It's right over here. It's this category. And when we look at the category itself, we see that it's between the meaty category and the vegetative category. And the reasoning for that is because marine is almost a sector of both of these other categories. You'll see that meaty sort of continues down over here, and you'll see that vegetative continues over here as well. And so we sort of have this blending, or like a fade, between meaty and marine, and then another fade between marine and vegetative. And as we look into these other categories beneath them, we see that the meaty category is generally organized by type of organism. So shellfish, and then bony fish, and then we have a category for fish eggs, and then some preserved products that sort of have that unique aroma as they become preserved. And then we sort of transition from the meaty category to the vegetative through some sort of neutral smell, so salt and seawater, and then we have the vegetative compounds, so all of the different seaweeds. And you would find like typical identifiers in this category would be all the different kinds of fish and all the different kinds of seaweed. For example, we have here some kombu, which is one of the more common seaweeds you might find. Not that you would actually eat just as it is, because it's actually pretty substantial seaweed. It's very thick and crunchy and chewy. And so you would use this typically to make a killer dashi. One other detail to note is that marine is actually based on a biome, which is not like the other categories. So that's interesting. For next steps, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about this category and the word marine as you cook or as you eat. And I want you to think about, do I like these aromas? And if so, why or why not? Are there specific memories or thoughts that these aromas bring to mind for you? And do you agree or disagree with what I've shared with you? Do you feel like either the organization on the wheel makes sense or the things that I'm talking about make sense? I thrive on your feedback. Please comment any of the answers to those questions and I will happily read them. I hope this video made sense and got you thinking about the marine family of food aromas. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to join the food aroma nerdery, feel free to subscribe and you'll see all my latest videos. And if you would like a large poster or digital access to the aroma wheel that I've built, take a look in the description for links.